Laverty.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Thanks for joining me. My guest today is my friend, Carrie Tepedino. You can find her at carrietepedino.com. That's Carrie with a Kerry. Tepedino. She has got the most amazing information on her site, and it's not one of these massive sites where you have to sit there and plow through a whole bunch of copy. It's just Carrie being her cute self, giving you all kinds of great tips. So she's just as cute in person as she is on this call. So Carrie, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thanks, Cindy.
Okay, so we were talking about juicing, how it balances your pH. So what do you put in your juice every morning? Let's just give people a recipe, because I think people can go buy a juicer, go get a bunch of vegetables and go, now what?
Yeah, okay, that's great. Let's just map this out. So, very basic. Get these 3 vegetables. You can start there, and they have so much water content in them. You're going to get a lot of juice out of just these 3. So if you use cucumbers, celery, and lettuce, and even if you just stick with those 3, you're going to get a lot of vitamins and minerals. What I do, I use those 3 for my base every morning, and then I actually put in about an inch. I cut off about an inch of fresh ginger, which is also very reasonably priced, and I throw that in, and that's very good for your digestion. And then if you want, you can throw in some other things. Like if you want it a little sweeter, throw in half a pear or half an apple, and it's harvest season right now, so those are at good prices. You can even throw in some spinach, some chard, some kale, whatever you have in your fridge. And what I do is I actually fill up my fridge with a lot of organic vegetables. I use the lettuce, the celery, and the cucumber every morning. And then if I want to get creative, I'll throw in something else with it. And it's easy, real easy. And I think at first it may seem like a big step, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to juice every morning. But you just get into the habit, and you'll miss when you don't do it.
Right. What kind of lettuce do you use? Because I can hear that question coming up. What kind of lettuce am I supposed to use?
Yeah, right. I don't use iceberg because I don't think that's probably the most
not a lot of nutrients there.
Right. Yeah. I usually use the red lettuce, the leafy green or the leafy red. That's going to have a lot of good goodies in there for you. And just keep it simple. The reason why you're juicing, this is, I think, a really important part to put in here, because I can already hear it. Well, shouldn't I just eat all of those vegetables? Wouldn't it be better for me to have the fiber? Fiber is very good for you. The reason we're extracting it for your green juice is so that your cells can have that immediate gift. What you're doing is you're oxygenating your cells. And your body doesn't have to extract the fiber to get all the antioxidants, the vitamins, and the minerals. What I actually do is I save the pulp, and I then make soups with it, or I bake with it, or if you have a dehydrator, you can make raw crackers with it. If you compost, you can compost with it. So fiber is very good, but give yourself that gift of just the green juice right then in the morning.
All right. And do you just juice once a day? Is that all you do?
I juice every morning if I can. I prefer to juice later in the day as well. I call it my green cocktail for cocktail hour. But oftentimes I'm with clients in the afternoon, so it's a bit more difficult. So if you can get 2 in, awesome. But if you get 1 in, I think you're doing pretty good. Oh,
okay. That's great. That's really great. All right. I want to switch gears for a second, because you also talk about how our environment that we live in, and sort of detoxifying that with cleaning supplies. I don't think most people even think about these things. Yeah. I do, and it's kind of a joke in my house. Oh, there's Cindy with her green cleaning supplies.
Yeah. It's important, it affects not only us, but our families, our pets even. It's, educate yourself, learn how to read the labels. There's a lot of hidden chemicals and things that, in words that we think are just normal words like fragrance and color. Mm-hmm. Those are hidden chemicals. So, there are some brands out there that are green brands. I often use Seventh Generation as a pretty good brand.
I do too. I use Myers also. I think it's Myers. Is it Myers? Yeah.
Yeah, Myers. Myers is a great one as well. And then you can also just tap into things that you have there at home already, like vinegar and baking soda and lemon, olive oil even. There's things that you can do with just stuff that you have in the kitchen if you don't want to buy the green products.
When are you coming out with a book about all this?
I am actually working on a few books. So 2012, let's say 2012.
2012. Okay, well, you'll have to come back and tell us. Paul, I don't want to go to break. Why does he keep doing this to us, Carrie?
We're girl talking, Paul.
I know, we're girl talking. No, this is great information. And, I know that's one of the things with the elderly also is to clean out the cupboards from getting all those toxic supplies out of there because it's just not good. So stay with us. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. I'll be right back with Carrie Tepedino.